Hola Calis, it's Alyssa, Super Calilistic. Thank you to everyone that watches the playback and joins me this week. So many things. I'm really excited because I do have a very... Oh, what's happening? Oh, sorry, wait just a sec. Let me turn the volume off here. Okay, like, what? Okay, so some of you know I have not had a computer for over a month now, and I finally do. I am back online. I am back in the 21st century. That's what we're in, right? 2020. It's been a wild roller coaster year. It's only half over, so I'm hoping all the bumpy bits are behind us, but time will tell. But in my life and for my family and for me, we have some very exciting news. So if you are watching this and you saw the title, I said we are moving, guess where? While I wait for more people to join us, I just have a couple of other announcements. Actually, just one big kind of weekend announcement. It's not like big, it's just I'm wearing my Super Cali t-shirt. My brother, Jonathan Price, he is an artist and designer living in Sacramento, and he did all these amazing designs for our channel. I'm just so thankful to him. I love everything he did. And we have a store, it's on Teespring, and there happens to be a sale going on Teespring this weekend. So if you put weekend 10 at checkout, you get 10% off your order, which I think is great because one of the drawbacks of using Teespring is the shipping does add up because I believe they do charge shipping for each individual item. And I try to keep all of my price points below what's suggested to compensate for that, but we live in a world where everyone gets, the bigger companies can give you free shipping. So I'm really excited that they're doing this sale. It lasts from now through Monday at midnight. So today is the 17th for everyone watching the playback, and it goes through the 21st. I was just checking my notes, make sure I got my days right, because like so many people, I've kind of like lost track of the days. I'm definitely in like a weird, I don't even want to call this quarantine anymore, but just like a haze from everything that's been happening, from things not being open in Los Angeles to now there's just been days and days of smoke. So I am definitely feeling a bit disoriented and lightheaded. If any of you are in Los Angeles, I'm sure you can relate. Anywhere in California for that matter. California is really sad. My heart goes out to California between how severe, I wanted to call it lockdown, that's what it feels like, how severe the shutdown this year has been, and now through all these horrible fires. So yeah, California is a really special place. Sup, my awesome friend. Hi, Zach. Thanks so much for coming by. I didn't fix my MacBook. I got a new one. I'm so excited. And my mom said Cali's products are cool. I have my coffee mug and tote bag. And Mom, let me give you things at cost because you are my #1 supporter of this channel. So, but knowing my mom, she'll go in and like buy a bunch of stuff at retail. So anyways, so I wanted to share with you guys a few more things, like few of the merchandise I have. Some of the merchandise I have here, it's super cute. Again, my brother did such an amazing job. There is a 10% discount running all weekend. All the links are here. You're praying for California. It is so sad. I am praying too, Zach. It's quite severe. He's on a work call. I'm sure he'll be off soon. What do you need to tell him? And yeah, I'm doing a video. I just started. Oh, there's a new message? Oh, shoot, Raleigh. Could you pull it out of the console and I'll read it? Gently pull it out and bring it to me, okay? This is so cute, you guys. So a lot of you know my daughter and I are very much addicted to Animal Crossing New Horizons right now. And for the first time today, she's having a play date by herself with one of her cute friends, and she doesn't really quite know how to read yet, so there might be a few moments that I need to help her with that. In theory, my husband's supposed to be helping her, but like she said, he's on a work call. And here we are, everyone's at home, school, work, YouTube, it's all happening. So here we go, just really quick, let me read what she said. Did you want to join me? So, yeah, why don't you go to the airport and give her a few moments to open the gate, and then you can try to go to her island, okay? But Daddy needs to help you with that. Thank you. Hopefully he can figure it out because he hasn't really played much Animal Crossing. For those of you interested, he still has a tent. Anyway, so this is not an Animal Crossing video today. I realize I've been making a few Animal Crossing videos and that's not really been my thing. I'm not an Animal Crossing channel. It just happens to be something I'm obsessed with, and when I get obsessed with something, I go all in. So, Miss Raleigh, could you shut the door, please? Thank you.
Why?
Because I'm in the middle of my video and it gets.
Mean? Do you want to join me?
Oh, maybe she means on her island. So why don't you go to the airport? There's no way I won't get interrupted again, but a woman can dream. So yeah, I fixed my MacBook, Mouser's 21. So yeah, so it's not, I fixed it like I said, but what's so great is I can see your comments and reply, and I'm not like in the dark just doing this on a cell phone. So as you can see, it's space gray. My son actually picked out the color because we are sharing it. And we've only had it for a couple weeks, and you guys, he's using it 24/7 for Roblox. So it's going to be an interesting negotiation between the two of us, but I'm really excited to provide him with a computer that has like the graphics capability and the processor capability, so he can do all the gaming that he wants, and he can start to do some developing in Roblox. So all these exciting things are happening, and we're moving. So we're kind of like in this limbo stage right now. We don't technically own our condo anymore. It's official. We sold it. We are renters for a month, and then we move. But before I get into all of the moving story and all of that, I just want to share really quick these designs my brother did. So this is a kid's shirt. This is my daughter's. We don't actually, this is a discontinued color because the pink of the palm tree kind of blends into the shirt, but it does come in other colors. What's that?
It's a DocuSign for you. I thought you could make it part of your...
I can't because it's on my phone. So I gotta wait. Okay. A DocuSign just came in. Zach, I'm so excited for y'all, but please be careful. I'm so confused right now. Be careful. Oh, like for the fires. So excited for us. We're not going somewhere that's on fire, although I have... Oh, real estate is hot right now. Thank you. Yes, it is. That is part of my story, and we're in the clear. That's the good news. So thank you, Zach, for your concern. I really appreciate it. So anyways, but as far as the fires, you can say prayers to my family because there is a big fire up in Camp Nelson right now, and I'm pretty two my family's ranch up in Springville is fine, but it is very close to where there are fires, and it's very smoky. My uncle's up there. Two of my cousins are up there. I have other cousins I actually don't know very well that are in that area. So you can yeah, California, you guys, we can all use your prayers right now because a lot's happening, and I just have to, I keep taking one day at a time and try not to get too heavy-hearted because it's true, every time you go out and if it's smoky and depressing, it's really, like here in Los Angeles, there is a lot of homelessness. It's been really tragic to watch that develop over the last 10 years. I mean, it's just gotten so much worse. And so my heart really goes out to so many people right now, no matter where you're at, we're all feeling this a bit, especially here in California, and I'm sure in other parts of the United States too, and the world. So anyway, but back on a lighter note, this is a really cute toddler tee, I believe it is. It does not come in pink, but this does come in this color logo, and it comes in other colors like white and purple. Again, all of this is on our Teespring site. It's super Cali-listic, and you can see the link. 2020 must have been a crazy year for you guys. Yes, it has been crazy, and it's only halfway through, so I'm not even going to try to imagine the rest that is in store. I just hope that it's up from here, but I'm skeptical. Okay, yes, sweetheart. I swear I'll get through all this and get to the moving bits. Okay, what? Yes.
I want to join her.
Okay, so did she leave your island? So my daughter, look how cute she is, you guys. She has like pink hair in the game right now. How cute is she with little braids? Okay, Raleigh, I really can't do this right now. You need you need to tell Daddy to take you to the airport and read everything. No, he is the one helping you. We have an agreement.
Raleigh, I will help you.
Okay, close the door, please. Close the door, please.
Why do you let me close the door?
Because I need privacy to finish this. I haven't even finish this video. I just got started, you guys. Okay, so I also want to show you, this is actually a unisex, but it's my husband's. I designed it with him in mind because he loves shirts that have, thank you so much, AMC 2525. We really appreciate your prayers. Every little bit of positivity. What are you doing? My husband's crawling on the floor. This is just like gonna be an interesting video, you guys. And then on the back in the block, it has a super Cali-listic block design that my brother did that I love so much. So this is really great. My husband has these in 2 different colors. He's wearing his gray one now. Otherwise, I would show it to you. My mom is laughing out loud because she knows the chaos of being a mom. And then this is a unisex hoodie. I just happen to have it in pink, although I know a lot of guys are wearing pink these days. It's kind of like the color of 2019, I feel. So this, or was the color of 2019. So in happier times, pink was the color. Now I don't even know. Crimson, black. Okay, super Cali-listic block design on the front. And then I designed this one. I think it's discontinued, but it's the same logo one again. I just didn't love the placement of the logo, and I don't know if I figured out, I don't remember, but you guys can go to the store and check it out and see all the different stuff. I'm in the process of working with my brother because we were going to do like a black gator with little white palm tree logos. Honestly, when I look at the Teespring pictures of the gator, it looks a little big, so it might be good for a man, but I feel like they might be a little big for a woman. As soon as we get that designed and I try it, I will let you know. So that's what we have right now. I never thought that we would even need gaiters, but I feel like that's a comfortable alternative to a mask because I just think here in California, this is cool coffee mugs. My mom says, yes. Oh, I should show them to you, but I didn't bring them in here and I don't really feel like going to get them right now. The coffee mug has like the rainbow. It basically has, well, you guys can go to the site if you're interested. Anyways, 10% off from now through Monday at midnight. Okay. So, yes, we are moving, and I don't see any guesses about where we're going. There's also palm trees where we're going, and it's not too far from Los Angeles. So, like, I think it was Zach that said, be careful, the market is hot. So you're joining the people moving out of California. We're not moving out of California. We thought about it because it's true what Zach says. Real estate is ridiculous. And I heard one real estate agent that I watch his videos, and he is on YouTube, and he described it like this, and I agree with him. You know when everyone was like buying all the toilet paper, the new toilet paper is homes. It's just kind of the state of things right now. So we did live in a condo up until this point here in Los Angeles. As many of you know, it's 2-bedroom. We moved here in 2005 as a young engaged couple, and we always saw this as a transitional home for us. We didn't really see ourselves living here long term. But fast forward 15 years, marriage, and 2 kids later, oh, and Domino, of course. And here we are, we're still here. So I would say when Raleigh was, right when I was pregnant with Raleigh, and then when she was born, we started looking for a home. Actually, before then, we started looking for a home in 2011. So we have been hunting for a home for 9 years. And we've been watching real estate just kind of gradually go up and then recently just completely skyrocket. I don't really know when this is going to end. From my point of view, I feel like the housing market could continue to be this way anywhere from like a few months to a couple years. And our son is 8. So what happened was oh, Raleigh's super frustrated. Can you guys hear that? She's like screaming and crying in the background. Mom life. Seriously, I'm gone for like 10 minutes and there's a catastrophe. She's fine. It's just she's having a hard time visiting her friend's island on Animal Crossing. So it's nothing like, dire, but it's a big deal to her right now. So anyways, about a month ago, I turned to my husband and I just told him that, our son is turning 8 and in 5 years, he's gonna be 13. How would you feel about raising our kids in a condo? And my husband, by the look on his face, I could tell he was not okay with that. He said, I really wanna try to get into a home Real estate prices will never stop going up, especially with the government giving out $3+ trillion into the economy with the stimulus. Yes, so the government has been, pumping steroids into this housing market between whatever it is that I don't really follow the news maybe as accurately as someone that should be then sharing it on YouTube, so I'm not going to get into all that, but I do know the interest rates are hysterically that too, historically low. So I think that also artificially like raises the prices because people feel they can take on more debt, and it is really scary. I think a lot of people I think at some point, I think it will catch up to people that maybe they're taking on more debt than they should. But time will tell. I don't have a crystal ball. However, in our personal journey and finding a home, it wasn't really about like of course we care about it being an investment, it being responsible with our money, but there's also a value in having a family home that we really can't put a price on. So we decided pretty quickly that, because originally our plan was to rent this out and then rent a home in the San Fernando Valley or somewhere close by, and then just see if we like being homeowners, and if we liked it, then maybe we would sell this place and move. Well, the rental market being what it is, we see a lot of people leaving Los Angeles. There's a lot for rent. We just felt like we did not want to be landlords, or we did not want to be trying to rent this place out in this current climate. So we felt that we needed to sell. So, and that we really wanted to try to get into a home, and to, what little years left, 5 to 10 years we have of these golden years of childhood with our kid. Both our kids are in elementary school this year. So this is just like a really precious time, and we feel we want to do it. It's kind of like if you graduate high school and you wait too many years before you go to college, you may not get that college experience. Whether that college experience is so vital, I don't know. That can be debated. But if you want that experience, you probably don't want to wait 5-10 years and be like, the 40-year-old dude like hanging with the frat kids or whatever, like that one movie. Hilarious, but probably not ideal. So we don't want to, finally get into a home when our kids are going off to college and stare at each other and be like, we don't need a home now, So first we just focused on staging our condo, getting it on the market. We did it I think in record time. We did it in 2 weeks. We sold it in about a week. So it was definitely a good time for us to sell. But then when we started to look at homes, we realized, yes, we realized very quickly that it was not a good time to be buyers. And we could not believe the atmosphere. Just in the 1 month that it was fast. Just in the 1 month that we had decided, okay, we're definitely doing this, prices were going up by $100,000 depending on the area. And we're talking parts of Los Angeles that do not have good school districts, that are not maybe even safe neighborhoods, and for tiny, tiny little homes. So we were getting really stressed. I mean, we put a couple offers on homes. We put an offer on a home in Woodland Hills. For those of you that don't know, that's only about 30 minutes. It's about, I'd say 12 miles from here, but during traffic, it's about an hour drive. So my husband, it would only be an hour commute for him if and when, he goes back. Right now he's working remotely. So we're just waiting to see when he goes back to his office. We put an offer on a home that we could have gotten a couple years ago for $600,000. And we put an offer $6,000 above asking. And when our real estate agent came back to us saying that we weren't even in the top, that there were 29 offers and we weren't even in the top 10. We were just that night I couldn't sleep. I was looking at homes everywhere. I was looking in Anaheim. I was looking just everywhere in Southern California, from Orange County, the bottom of Orange County, in Tustin, all the way up to Ventura. We just need to find a home. I don't care where, we just need to find a home in our price range. And sure enough, that particular home went for $100,000 above asking. It just closed a week ago. So we were really spooked. We're just we're not gonna find a home. Thankfully, my mom, she said, were you able to sell above what you were expecting with this kind of market? We sold about where we expected. We are in a condo. I think homes are going for much more, but we still felt like good about it. We didn't, like we've been here 15 years, so we felt like it was good, Yes. Yes,
she
Raleigh.
gave me a recipe for a nice wreath, and I didn't know, and I picked it up.
Oh, did you get to go to her island? Or no?
That one said I couldn't.
Was her gate not open? Sorry, guys. Animal Crossing business, really quick.
He said I needed.
Okay, this is like a big deal. I want to tell them our story. Raleigh, I love that you're coming in here to get help and to share with me. I'll be done soon, okay? Probably in about 20 minutes. Who got mad?
That one.
He's a little short-tempered sometimes. It's kind of how he is. It's not about you. Okay, Daddy can help you. Was her gate open? Could she go to her island? Okay, so go to the airport and say I want to fly, and then say, and he can do all the reading, and then you want to go to a friend's, and then you select the friend. Her island is called Sunshine.
Come on.
Okay, good luck. It's at the airport. Okay. My husband's like, I don't know. But between like her knowing how to play the game and him reading, fingers crossed, you guys, we don't get interrupted again. Thank you for your patience, everyone hanging on. And everyone watching the playback being like, what is happening in this woman's house? I don't have helpers, guys. I'm the helper. I see some YouTubers and I get that they're probably making money, but they have like a crew member and nannies. And I'm just like, what would that be like? Just like to have staff. Like, anyways, someday. My mom's like, I get that. I know you do, Mom, because my mom did everything too. From the yard work to the tutoring to like everything. Okay, to the cooking, cleaning, you name it. That's what we do. We do everything. Okay, to the Animal Crossing concierge. Okay, so where was I? Oh, so we got spooked, and then we found this home in Anaheim that I just loved. But again, it wasn't really maybe in the safest of neighborhoods, but we just loved the house. It was a fixer and needed a lot of work, so we would have had to put a lot of cash into it. Again, we got outbid. And I was just, you guys, I cried when that happened because I thought for sure, okay, this is a home in a neighborhood we can afford. There are some issues. I don't really know that much about the schools, but I was really excited about being in Anaheim. I was really excited about, just like being close to the parks, like Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm. And I'm like, I have some of my closest friends live in Orange County because I went to UC Irvine. So I have roots in Orange County. We have a few family members there. So I was just super excited about it. And then we got outbid again. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, are you kidding me? And what's interesting is that particular home fell out of escrow and is back on the market. So technically it's still available. But again, I think the owners want more than we're willing to spend given all the work we would have had to put into it. So I told my husband, I'm just like, it was the last weekend of summer. My kids were starting virtual school the next week. I was really discouraged. Thankfully, my mom said if we needed to, we could go live with her. But I was nervous that the longer we waited, the more we would get priced out of this market and gaga, we'd be living with you for, I don't know, the rest of their childhood. So I didn't really, want to get into that situation either. So I was super discouraged, you guys. And I told my husband, I'm like, I need a weekend to just relax by a pool. This has been such a horrible summer that we haven't even had any time. Usually I have my little notes here and I have the Hollywood Roosevelt pen. I don't know if you guys can see that. Usually we're going to pool parties with the kids at the Roosevelt here in Los Angeles or the beach. And we love Los Angeles, and it's been such a hard time to be in Los Angeles. It's like the playgrounds are all shut down, roped off by caution tape. There's homeless encampments everywhere. It's very I don't know, you guys. It's a very strange sight to see. It's out of nightmares I had when I was pregnant with Declan. Not to get into all of that psychic type stuff, but it just really feels like strange days here in Los Angeles, to tell you the truth. And I told my husband, I just need to sit by a pool. I need to unwind, sip a pina colada, and not think about searching for a home. It was just too discouraging. Yikes. Sounds like she couldn't visit her friend's island. I don't know if you can hear what I hear, but I'm hearing, in the background. So it's all happening. This is my life right now. If I ever seem haggard or like, what are these videos about? A lot's happening. So so we went to Palm Springs, and I don't know if you guys remember that video that was like tiki everything. We stayed at this place called Caliente Tropics. It was built in 1964. I think in the late aughts it was restored. I don't remember if it was like 2006, 2009. I can't remember now. You can watch the video. They renovated it, and it's so cool. It's all tiki. There's a tiki bar. My husband and I, we love the whole like 1960s Polynesian, tiki themed scene. We also love all things mid-century modern. Even our real estate agent said to us, because he knew we were just going on vacation there, he's like, there's a lot of mid-century modern in Palm Springs. And we're like, yeah. Like, I really never had any intention of looking at real estate in Palm Springs. And then my husband was snooping around the next day. He loves to take walks. Like that's how he clears his head. Almost every day he goes and he takes a really long walk. And he was doing his walk, from the hotel. He was just walking around Palm Springs. And when he came back, he was like, I think I found something really cool. And there was something that was on the market. It had been there for like, I don't remember, like it had been sitting on the market for a really long time, like 40 days or something. The owner had just lowered the price, and we're like, let's just look at it. So we went and we looked at it, and you guys, the look in his eyes, like we were in the back master bedroom, and he had the mask on, because of course you have to wear a mask everywhere you go, and his eyes were so lit up, and he has not had that look in his eyes since we walked into this place in 2005. And I just knew. I was like, we're buying this place. Like it's happening. And so sure enough, we put an offer on it the next day. The owner accepted, the seller accepted, I guess I should say. And there was no like real back and forth. We're literally about to close escrow, so I can finally tell you we're moving to Palm Springs, which is like, if I were watching this a year or just a year ago, I'd be like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not moving to Palm Springs. But as you know, like, so much has changed, and especially now that we're more and more living in a virtual world. Like my daughter, her tantrum right now is about a play date she was having with her friend on Animal Crossing. I'm realizing like my son, he plays these play dates with his best friend who lives in the Netherlands on Roblox. So we're increasingly connecting with people, sadly enough, through screens. I think this will end. I think that things will open up, but I do think how we do things as a society will forever be changed. So for me as a stay-at-home mom, wherever I go, wherever my family goes, I should say, that's pretty much my world. So we are very, very excited. I guess that's like a really long way of saying the past me would be like, I'm not moving out of LA. I love LA. Like, Palm Springs, that's like it's a tiny town. Los Angeles is 10 million people. Palm Springs is a population of 40,000. That's half the size of Santa Barbara, where the area I grew up in, and that still feels small to me. So part of me is like, whoa, this is so crazy. We're going to be so far away from everything. But then another part of me is super excited. This is going to be such a fun adventure for our family. My husband is so excited. He's giddy. He loves palm trees. He loves the heat. I'm a little nervous about the heat myself, but I have to say we won't really have to deal with that reality until spring of 2021. So again, if we completely don't like it, we can always unwind it. But I think we're gonna actually really love it. It's a really beautiful town. It's got like a neat, like vibrant community. And we were there, and when we went back to do like our walkthroughs and do all the inspections, my mom came with us, and she watched the kids one night, and we went out to, I think it was like called Tropical. It's like Tropicali. I don't know exactly how they pronounce it, but it's this really neat restaurant, and it's just got such a cool vibe, and it's just I'm getting excited. It's really special spot, like just in the middle of Coachella Valley. I don't know if it's in the middle, but it's like, you know, it's out there, but the mountains are beautiful. So anyways, we're very, very excited. There's many palm trees. So this channel will remain super Cali, which I'm really excited about. We had been looking all over the United States because, again, we didn't want to overpay. So we were looking at Texas. We were looking at Georgia. We were looking at Florida. I honestly did not want to leave California. I have a lot of history here, a lot of family. My mom says a fun, special location for you all. Thank you, Mom. I know my mom is probably secretly, not secretly, but just a little bit bummed because she loves Northern California. She loves the trees. And this is the absolute opposite. It's the heat, it's the desert, it is more barren, but she did comment that it was really beautiful with the mountains, and you can get up the mountain and into the cool air, so it's not impossible to escape the heat. And also there's lots of neat hikes, and anyways, so we are over the moon about this big adventure that we're going on as a family. I wanted to share it with you guys. I've known about this for a month now, but again, like nothing was official, and we were in escrow on both on the sell and the buy side, and there were a lot of different variables. My mom says, I will visit no matter where you live. And I have to say, even though I'm a little further away from my mom who lives in the Santa Ynez Valley, my mom said it is a lovely area. Even though I'm a little further away from my mom, I keep joking that this is our way of moving to Texas without leaving California, because the prices for real estate are much more, it's basically what we found is much more affordable than what we were looking at here in the Los Angeles area, and we feel really good about it. We're just so in love with it. I don't think I mentioned that it's very mid-century modern, so I can't wait to share that with you guys. I can't wait to start to, you know, make it ours, and I'm excited. And I am, like, you know, in the middle of packing, and we are doing school still, and we'll be doing school remotely until we figure out, you know, when school here in California is going back physically. So there's just a lot that I'm juggling as a parent and a person doing this move, but I will keep my schedule up the best that I can. I just want to thank you guys, because my videos, I look at the video, the Tiki video, to now, and I look at the videos I posted over the past month, and I feel conscious that they're not as sparkly and super Cali as I would like to be for you guys. So I appreciate your patience as I go through this kind of awkward transition, because while all this was happening, I didn't have a laptop, so I wasn't really able to do any work on my channel like I can now. Of course, there's the whole Animal Crossing addiction too that's kind of getting into the mix and taking up my time. You know, there's lots to do on Animal Crossing. So yeah, that was like my big share that I wanted to share with you guys. There are more things I just want to chat about. So, or if there's anything you guys want to chat about, that's what this video on Thursdays really is. It really is like a check-in. It's casual. You know, so that's where I'm at right now. There's a chance I'll change my schedule up a bit just as we get settled, but oh, and we're moving in October, so we won't actually physically be there till like late October. Yes.
Are you almost done?
I'd say I'd have like 10 more minutes. Okay, can you close the door, please?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, so other things I wanted to talk about. This past weekend, we went with my mom to Taste of Knots. And so ironic, Mom, that we were actually there on national or international, I don't know, Grandparents' Day was what I saw on my calendar. I don't know if it's national or international, but it was so fun to hang out with you and be with you. That's actually the second time we have gone to Knott's Berry Farm as a family and with my mom. We went a while ago. Declan was so grown up and respectful. Yes. Oh, I know, right? How different. So he asked permission of like, when are you gonna be okay, thank you, and walked out, where my daughter is still at that phase where if things don't go her way, she throws her body on the ground, and it's very dramatic, but she'll outgrow it. That's age appropriate. She's 5, just turned 5. So anyways, they do, you guys, they grow up so fast, it's insane. So so we went to Taste of Knots with my mom. I was just gonna say that, okay, slow down. I'm like going really fast because I can tell I'm being pulled in different directions. Taste of Knots. there's 2 videos I plan to produce out of that day from last weekend. So fingers crossed I get it out to you guys. One is just a good old-fashioned Super Cali family fun. Like, this is our little trip to Taste of Knots. It's how I used to do my videos. I have a couple playlists called the Super Cali Life and Super Cali Travel. That's just kind of my place to put our fun, like, it's like my video diary, I guess, and I just put the best of my Super Cali life on those videos. So that'll be one video, and then the other video, I'm going to, for anyone out there interested, my daughter has celiac disease. She was diagnosed about a year ago, and for those of you that don't know, the really simple way to describe that is it's a disease where you cannot have any gluten, and it's very different from a gluten allergy, and that's where I want to spread awareness. I want to use this channel as a way to spread awareness, not just about celiac disease, but also type 1 diabetes, because she also has that. But what I want to focus on with my Taste of Knots video is I want to focus on, and what I'm going to focus on is all of the gluten-free food that they offered at this particular event. Go through, you know, things that maybe were completely gluten-free and felt safe enough for her to eat, and then maybe there were some things that might have cross-contamination where maybe it touched gluten in the kitchen and I didn't feel as safe about those items. So for anyone either that has celiac disease, is curious about it, has someone they love that has it, a child maybe, I'm going to be making those videos about celiac awareness, gluten-free, what it means, what's the difference between a gluten allergy and being completely gluten intolerant. A lot of people don't know that celiac is different. She can't have like invisible amount of gluten. So how it was described to me when she was first diagnosed is if you have a gluten allergy and a salad comes to your table with croutons on it, you can pick the croutons off and it's still safe for you. Croutons are made out of bread, which have gluten. For those that don't know, gluten is flour, basically. So any bread products, baked goods have gluten. So if you have a gluten allergy, you can pick the croutons off your salad, eat the salad, you're probably gonna be fine. If you have celiac disease, you need to send that salad back and make sure you have a new salad that has not touched croutons or any flour in the kitchen. So even invisible amounts of gluten could cause a severe reaction that could take up to 3 months for your body to heal. And if you have too much exposure to gluten, you can actually get very, very sick, and it can even be lethal. So I don't like to talk about it that way around my daughter because I don't want her to be in fear or to be concerned. She's already really good about, like last night, my husband and I were celebrating that we're moving, and we had a beer with some chicken wings because that's how we celebrate. And later that night, her and I were cuddling, and we gave each other a kiss on the lips, and I remembered that I have the beer, which has wheat, which is gluten, and I was concerned, and she like rubbed her lips. She knows she can't even like touch someone, and you know, her lips can't even touch gluten. So like if my son has a hot dog with a bun, he'll go wash his hand and I'll wipe down the table. So we try to minimize any exposure to gluten. So anyways, with the Taste of Knots, they actually have a lot of gluten-free offerings. So I'm gonna go through and talk about the gluten-free items and then talk about what's completely safe for someone with celiac and then what may not be safe and to avoid. So that will be a very particular type of video, and I will put that with my Celiac Awareness playlist. So if anyone found this that is curious about that, that's where you will find it. And then I'm just wanting to mention that we originally went to the Taste of Calico at Knott's Berry Farm with my mom when it was like between my kids' birthdays. So my daughter turned 5 this summer and my son turned 8. And kind of between their 2 birthdays, we went to Taste of Calico. And the thing with Knott's Berry Farm right now, it's really fun for us adults. There's food, there's wine, it's very festive. However, there's no rides. So there's still no rides in California. So it's really hard for the kids. They're bored, they're not really into food, you know. You can't make cotton candy fun all day long. It's not safe, A, and B, you know, it's over in a couple minutes. So we let them, so my mom took them to Build-A-Bear, and for their birthday, she got them each a Build-A-Bear stuffy. And I had never seen the Build-A-Bear workshop routine, the whole celebration, the ritual of it. I had never been. So it was really, really special for the kids to get to do that for their birthday. Thank you, Mom. And so I recorded the whole thing, and I am going to post that video tomorrow. So that will be marked for kids because it's Build-A-Bear. So if you see a Build-A-Bear workshop video come through, I mean, if you want to watch it, go for it. If not, just know that I kind of post, my mom said, my delight. Oh, me either, my delight. Yeah, she had never seen it either. It was really, really special. So it turns out my husband, when we first were dating, he got me this Build-A-Bear. It's called the Mocha Bunny, and I actually found its birth certificate, Mom, when I was cleaning out the house. He named it Capricorn for the restaurant in Belize where we got engaged. And while we were at the Build-A-Bear workshop with the kids, I actually bought him this t-shirt, this California t-shirt, because it was just so super Cali and surfer-ish. So I got him this, and I'm just so excited that I still have my Build-A-Bear. But because my husband gave that to me as a gift and apparently wrote a very loving message on the inside, on the heart. You insert like a heart with a message when you buy them and get them stuffed. I had never seen it because he did it on his own. It was just like a cool gift that he gave me. Now I appreciate it more because I see how much love goes into the making of these bears. And so it was just really special. And then at the end, they sang happy birthday to the kids. I got really teary-eyed because usually I throw big birthday parties for our kids. It's a really fun time of year to celebrate our kids and that they're 1 year older. It's their big special day, and this year we have all done quarantine birthdays. I've talked about it before, starting with my husband's birthday in March and then all the way through to my son's birthday in August. We have all had quarantine birthdays this year. I never expected that would ever happen when this first started, but it has. And so watching them at Build-A-Bear being celebrated, it was just us immediate family, but it was so special that they got to do that, and it just really made me very emotional. Hopefully we can go back to throwing big parties next year. We actually have a pool where we're going, so maybe we can throw them a big pool party. I don't know. I'm so excited about what's to come. And yeah, so those are some of the things that I want to share with you guys, the videos that I plan that are in the pipeline, just so you can know what to expect. I have been shooting just a little bit of video here and there documenting our move, so I'm hoping to make sense of that. I haven't recorded that much because I've been just so busy with the actual physical work of moving, but I hope to bring you more of our story from like when we decided to sell to selling our place to then buying a new place, and then yeah, sharing that new place with you and what it's like living in Palm Springs. We're still very close to Los Angeles. I actually mapped it. We're only an hour and a half from Disneyland, so we're not too much further from the park, so I'll still be bringing you all that really fun stuff. And speaking of Disneyland, last week, I feel like it's been more than a week. No, 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago, I was just telling you, I was wearing my ears because I do that when I get really excited about Disneyland, and I was telling you that I just get this feeling that Disneyland's going to open up. I had some theories. It was all just my own theories based on things I had observed. You can watch that video. I'll probably link it like by tomorrow or the next day in this video if you're watching the playback. And I think I'm right, you guys, because I'm watching a lot of other vloggers that I watch a lot of Disney vloggers, and a lot of them are observing changes happening like on the ground in Anaheim and just being like, that's a new sign, or that's a new this, or, you know, Disneyland issued a statement and all the other amusement parks in California issued a statement to our governors. So like, I feel like things are in motion. I feel like we're going to hear an announcement like any day now about the parks opening. My theory on why Disneyland has not opened is because I don't think they will open their amusement parks until they can open the rides. So Knott's Berry Farm has done something really unique and kind of risky, but it's been incredibly successful. They've opened up just for food and wine events, to the point where they're now opening Halloween. It starts, when does it start? It starts in September. I want to say it's September 25th to November, sometime like the first week of November. So they've had the Taste of Calico, that was completely sold out, and that was just Ghost Town that they opened. It was awesome. We went to it. I went to it a couple times. It was really fun. And then they just finished Taste of Knots, which was the whole park. Very popular, much bigger, because the whole park, they could have more people, it could have a bigger capacity. They still have a limited capacity for the park, but because they opened the whole space, they could allow more people to come in. That completely sold out as far as I'm aware of. And then now they're planning Halloween, so it's been like really popular. Clearly there's demand from, you know, local, like the local communities, that people are coming out, having fun, staying safe. And but I keep thinking, like, why doesn't Disneyland do like a food and wine event at California Adventure? Because I think, this is just my theory, that they're waiting until they completely open some of the rides too, so people really get their money's worth, and that they don't like change the brand at all. Like, they really stay on brand with the amusement park rides. So I think any day now we're gonna see an announcement that Disneyland, Legoland, some of these parks that have been waiting to open. My mom said it was worth going. Yeah, and see, also with Knott's Berry Farm, they really lowered the price of a ticket. So it was like you get a food voucher for $30 and you get 5 food and drink vouchers on your lanyard. So it was much more affordable than paying like over $100 a day to get into Disneyland. So I think Disney just didn't want to deal with how complicated it would be to change the price points, and who would they let in? Would it just be pass holders? Like, you know, what would people do if they, you know, they're going to charge, how much are they going to charge just for food? You know, anyway, so I think Disneyland's going to open. I've been saying this for months now, so I feel like the boy who cried wolf, but the writing is on the wall, and it's been like, the parks have been open since early summer in Florida. So and we're all like watching Florida safely reopen, and all the people being able to go on rides and the whole thing. So I think we're ready, and I think it's gonna happen soon. And yeah, that's kind of everything I had planned. Thank you to everyone that watched this live and participated in this. I'm very excited. It's been a strange month. It's been a bit of a haze for me, not just because of the smoke. It's not just been a literal haze, but also like an emotional haze. But I feel like the clouds will lift soon, and we'll have a lot of new fun things to share. And yeah. Marilyn is coming with us. She'll probably be in like this, it'll be the same bed and the same Marilyn print. So, oh, and I want to share that with you guys before I sign off. How cool is this? Oh, I had all this, oh, there's so many things, but I feel like my kids are ready for me to come, you know, help them with their stuff. So before, I'm not going to take you, maybe I'll do a video about this, but I found like all these really cool artifacts of all my trips over the years to Disneyland, and I put them in this box. And the coolest, I'll share with you really quick, is on my 33rd birthday, my husband arranged for us to go to Club 33, and I took one of the napkins. So that is one of the coolest things that I have. And I also have one of the toothpick, the Club 33 toothpicks, because I'm sure I got in a martini, and this was through my olive. So I found all of that. I sifted through boxes and boxes, and I keep everything. Like and then this is, I won't share the whole box. I'll do that maybe in a separate video. But this was something I pulled from a Westways magazine, because I'm a lifelong AAA member. Thanks, Mom. Why is it 33? You know, I don't know the origin of the naming of Club 33. It's a private club that's located in New Orleans Square. I actually was not aware of it until maybe like my 31st or 32nd birthday. My husband actually first became aware of it, and then at one of my family gatherings, it was actually my stepmom's family, we were at one of their Christmas gatherings, and he was talking to people about it. He would just ask everybody if they were a member of Club 33, and then he found one of her cousins whose law firm was members, they were grandfathered in, and so he was able to make a reservation for us. So on my 33rd birthday, we went to Club 33. It was very, very special. And so I'm so, feel so blessed that I got that experience. I pulled this from a Westways AAA magazine from last year, and it just kind of makes me sad and nostalgic because it was, they were about to open up Star Wars, I call it Star Wars Land, but I know it's Star Wars Galaxy Edge, and I feel like so much has changed since 2019, and now this feels very nostalgic only a year later. I mean, I think we'll be back, and I think it'll be really special, but it will be different. So I just kind of have been holding on to this. It doesn't have any value, or this isn't from a trip to Disneyland, but there's something about it I can't quite let go of it yet. So I have this rolled up in my little box here with all my other memorabilia dating back to the 80s. I'll do that maybe in a separate video for all of you Disney fans out there. And then I wanted to just really quick end this video. So as I was saying, I went through like 4 or 5 boxes I saved like every little scrap of my life dating back. These boxes were dating back, I think, to about 2005, because that's when we moved here. And I found, okay, so I do dream boards. I'm a dream boarder. That's something I do. I've made maybe 3 or 4 over the past 15 years. So I don't do it often, but I do just kind of on a whim do it once in a while. And I think I did a dream board when I first moved to Los Angeles. I lived in like the Mid-Wilshire district, for anyone that knows Los Angeles, like geography, and I loved that place. I lived on Blackburn. I loved it so much, and near like the Grove, and the Grove there, and I think that's what it's called, by the farmers market there and everything. It's a big shopping area for anyone familiar. And I made a dream board, and at the time I was pursuing a career in acting, and I was very serious about it. I have done a few jobs here and there, but it's been kind of a tough path for me. I don't know if that was what I was meant to be, because it didn't really like come to fruition. But I did find some clippings from a dream board I made at the time, and this is just wild. So this print right here of Marilyn Monroe was my husband's, it's his late mother. So she died in 1996 of breast cancer when he was in high school. And his brother, someone brought this from the East Coast to us in the last couple years she arrived. I have to go back in my videos to figure out when she first arrived, but it was his mother's, I think maybe from her college days. I don't know how she acquired this print. It's a very famous print. I'm blanking on the name of the photographer right now. And so I had made this dream board in like probably 2002, 2003, when I was newly moved. I graduated college and I came out to Los Angeles, and I made a dream board and like the whole thing. Look at this, you guys. Look what I found. It was one of my clippings from that dream board. To me, I thought this was wild. I thought this was crazy. So before I even met my husband, this was on my acting dream board, you guys. I mean, maybe it's just me, but to me, when I found this in all the many scraps, I threw away like 3 trash bags full of stuff because I really needed to downsize, and I don't need to pay to store scraps and clippings because everything's significant. I'm an artistic type, and that's how I do things. But this, when I saw this, you guys, I clipped this and put it on my dream board before I even knew my husband. So this came 15 years later. And so to me, I've been putting it right next to it as just a reminder that we really can manifest, you guys. I don't know how it's going to manifest in your life, but I can't believe how many things I've dream boarded and it's physically manifested into my life. It's not how I would have pictured it, but it's there. So anyways, that's just kind of what I'm going to leave you with. Manifest with intention. That's my message. I hope you guys have a beautiful week. I can't wait to chat with you a week from now. I do this every Thursday. I am done. Raleigh, do you want to help me say goodbye? This is my daughter, Raleigh. Bye. All right. Thanks, you guys, for coming by. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and I'll see you next time. Bye.